Woo, Jeff Goldblum is canceled for asking a totally reasonable question. It's an interesting day here on Saturday. I hope you're having an okay day, whether you're stuck at home or you're an essential worker and you're out there getting your grind on. I appreciate that you tune in to listen and or watch my videos. In fact, many people just listen to the sultry, smooth tones of my voice, and I strongly appreciate that. The same way I enjoy people that tune in just to see the beauty that is my face. It certainly is great, isn't it? Well, I hope nonetheless you're having a good Saturday. As you can see, I got a full night's sleep. I was watching last night. There was a bit of a hullabaloo on Twitter. Jeff Goldblum blasted by RuPaul's Drag Race viewers for being anti-Muslim after asking Queen Jackie Cox about her hijab runway look. Now, Jeff Goldblum asked a very reasonable question. It's so weird to me. Maybe somebody can describe this in the can enlighten me in the comment section down below. Why is this one religion so vehemently protected? I don't think that there are many mainstream religions that are cool with the LGBT community, at least according to their historic texts. I don't think that criticizing Christianity or Catholicism for the same thing would be reacted to in the exact same way. So why is this particular religion a protected class when it's one of the largest worshiping bodies on the planet? The Daily Mail writes, Jeff Goldblum has been hit by criticism from fans for being anti-Muslim after his appearance on RuPaul's Drag Race. The actor, 67, was a guest judge on Friday's edition of the show and had asked a drag queen about her Stars and Stripes runway look, which saw her wear a star-spangled hijab in reference to her Muslim background. First asking if she was, quote, religious, Jeff went on to comment on Islam and how the religion treats LGBTQ people, like the Iranian Canadian star, 34. By the way, totally correct. Absolutely based comment by Jeff Goldblum. Jeff asked, is there something in this religion that's anti-gay and anti-woman? Does that complicate the issue? I'm just raising it and thinking out loud and maybe being stupid. By the way, yes. Yes, there is. What do you think the hijab is? What do you think burqas are? Okay? They're a form of oppression. Go back and look at Iranian women in like the 70s and now look at them. Okay? You ask them if they feel more respected as women. While RuPaul commented that drag has always shaken the tree, Jackie became teary-eyed as she said it was a complex issue and had her own misgivings about the way that people were treated in the Middle East. Hello, McFly. That's just her understanding that he was correct, that he was, in fact, correct. And by the way, all religions, all major religions aren't very supportive of this group of people, but for whatever reason, they can't be criticized. Quote, what is so important to me is that you just happen to be different, then live the truth, Jackie explained, going on to talk about the U.S. travel ban that prohibited entry to the people. No, oh my God. Okay, so this goes on to say it was prohibited, it was exclusively to Muslims. No, that wasn't correct again. I had to show America that you can be LGBT and from the Middle East, and there's going to be complicated stuff around that, and that's okay. But I'm here, and I deserve to be in America just as much as anyone else. Well, first of all, absolutely you do. Okay, glad you're here, but don't go on TV and act like you could go back to the Middle East and be that way. You can see, they group targets with brutal public bad things. You can see throwing men off roof for being gay. Dude, this is just a fact. Jeff Goldblum was 100% correct in asking this. It's an uncomfortable question. For whatever reason, this particular religion is off limits from criticism. And I believe that all religions are well open to criticism. You can see BuzzFeed jumping on, sparked bad backlash, and sparked a debate about cancel culture. Isn't that an interesting wrinkle? During judging, he asked Jackie Cox of Persian descent about her patriotic look, which featured her wearing a hijab. Jeff Goldblum, are you religious, may I ask? What's wrong with that? I'm not, and to be honest, this outfit really represents... So you're not religious, yet you decided to wear a hijab. Woke. I'm not, and to be honest, this outfit really represents the importance that visibility for people of religious minorities need to have in this country. Muslims are not a religious minority. Maybe in the United States, I suppose that would make sense. Isn't this an interesting wrinkle, though? Jeff replied. Is there something that is anti whatever? We know that there is, of course. That statement by Jeff Goldblum that Islam is a religion is anti-woman and anti-LGBT is so incredibly uneducated. Are you joking? And dangerous and hurtful. It's a fact. I mean, it's a fact. These people, it's like these same feminists that are here in the United States, like, and they make up fake women's issues. Like, go to Egypt, where women aren't allowed to drive, or weren't allowed to drive until very recently. I don't think they're still allowed to drive. Like, are you joking? Are you joking? You're not phobic when you're stating facts. These people are idiotic. Jeff Goldblum's commentary tonight on Drag Race has been really off-putting. The whole "I just wondering aloud" is not cool. Well, you know what? Facts aren't cool. And I don't see... You know what's interesting is none of these woke media outlets are taking the position... Here you have Jeff Goldblum as a treasurer. This faux anger and fake wokeness telling Jeff Goldblum was being phobic for asking a valid question. You don't ask, you don't learn. Hi, as a drag queen, I stand behind Jeff Goldblum. What Jeff Goldblum said was not phobic, and attacking him for those statements is deeply phobic. It is a religion that is deeply sexist and homophobic. Religion that believes that I should be stoned for even existing. Would y'all relax? Jeff Goldblum was not being phobic. He was asking a constructive question and trying to gain a better understanding of an oft misunderstood topic. How can we expect someone to learn and grow if y'all just cancel someone the second they open their mouth? Jeff Goldblum felt the need to say, but isn't it anti to Jackie because she was wearing a Stars and Stripes hijab, as if America hasn't been anti... Oh my God. Let's see what the Pride covers. Let's see a primary LGBT media outlet covers this. Let's see if they answer the hard question or if they just ignore it. It's funny how a lot of these media outlets aren't taking a side, isn't it? I mean, the facts are the facts. Here are the facts about the religion. The overwhelming majority of people who practice it are not terrible people. But to deny that there is an issue is to deny very easily researchable facts. And when a simple Google search will bring up articles upon articles, you can look at the Wikipedia page and read all about it. You can read the actual religious text and understand all about it. When you deny facts so vehemently, you destroy your credibility. You can see the New York-based queen wore a stunning red striped craftan with a midnight blue hijab. Come on, hijab, RuPaul cheered. Don't care. Let's see. He inquires deeper. He questions, certainly. Sensing a touchy subject, RuPaul jumped in a comment with how they're pushing boundaries. Cox teared up. It's a complex issue. And then they bring up the travel ban, and they misrepresent that. While uncomfortable at times, the poignant conversation is truly authentic moment on the reality series. But asking the awkward question is not only did Goldblum learn more about Jackie Cox and the Muslim faith, but Drag Race viewers across the world also had an opportunity to educate themselves. Okay, so you didn't take a side either. Everyone's afraid to take... Of course the religion has this problem. You can see Jeff asked an honest question. How does this make him ignorant? Religion doesn't get a free pass. If religion encourages these things, should it be called out? Both Muslims and Christians have a history of using their religions to marginalize and suppress certain groups. Good for Goldblum drawing attention to it. I mean, right? I mean, it's so sad that not one of these articles, Not one of these articles pointed out the facts. Let's see about Hollywood Reporter. Jeff Goldblum faces a backlash. Let's see. Okay. See, everyone's just like, here's the backlash, but we're not going to take a position. Everyone, the first part of this article is all the same. Yep, they didn't take a position either. I mean, you don't have to support. I mean, you don't have to. Not one of these articles acknowledge the facts. Criticizing Jeff's questions, fans took to Twitter to let their thoughts be known. When a reviewer wrote that Jeff Goldblum was uncomfortable. Yeah, of course, facts are uncomfortable. So not one of these articles stated the facts that the religion does have a problem with it. Most people in the comment sections are pretty base, though. How is he being anti when he just asked a question and even said, I may be being stupid? People try to make a story out of nothing just because he's Jewish? I didn't see that. Disgusting to imply he's against Muslims. He was very moved and touched with the performance, story, and runway. Look and simply ask the question. Okay, so most of these media outlets are just writing it. By the way, nobody is stating the facts that, of course, yes, the religion does have many of these problems, and it's not a secret. What this brings to light is people's unwillingness to get educated on touchy subjects. I don't know when this happened, but I do know one of the contributing factors is, in fact, cancel culture. People have to be able to ask dumb questions. In this case, Jeff Goldblum's question was not dumb. In fact, it was based in fact. But people have to be able to make mistakes, because when you can't make a mistake, you can't grow and learn. And what it leads to is people being afraid to ask the tough questions, being afraid to have all this outrage over bringing up a topic that, quite frankly, it's disgusting that these media outlets didn't even allude to the fact that, I don't know, Jeff Goldblum was absolutely 100% correct. It's pathetic. It's so telling that these outlets would rather just harvest the clicks than actually address the issue head on. No, of course, hashtag not all. But to deny that the religion is deeply based in these type of things is to deny provable facts. This doesn't help anybody. This doesn't help minds grow. This doesn't help discussions start. This doesn't help people to change. All this does is create more stigma around the tough topics out there that people will be continued to be afraid to discuss. The mainstream media, afraid to take a position that is fact-based, only furthers this divide between logic and emotion. Pretty sad state, to say the least. Jeff Goldblum did nothing wrong. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.